Welcome to Just Breathe. So as you arrive and land in this pause for just breathing, this pause for breath, fill up your lungs. Fill up the belly, let the ribs expand, let the chest inflate, and let the shoulder blades sigh away from your head. Breathe. Welcome to Just Breathe. And if you're sticking around, we'll move right from Just Breathe into Coach's Chat, exploring chapter 23, the benefits of loving kindness. Welcome to your practice of being with yourself, with me along as a guide. Right? My role here is to support you in your self-care practice, in your learning to self-love, to self-soothe, to self-challenge, to bloom and to become your best self. This poem is entitled Lovers Count Laughter. It's by Lisa Lowitz. Wise men count blessings, fools count problems. Lovers count laughter, cherished and free. My favorite pranayama, my favorite breath practice is in fact laughter for no reason. I love laughter for good reason, but laughter for no reason is especially powerful in connecting with the energy, the life force of prana for me. Prana is our connection to the universe, to the all. And by breathing, we get to participate in this ongoing conversation of my oneness and our allness, our oneness. Now with that comes both a challenge and a burden. The burden is that responsibility to do the practice. The challenge is the sense that I can't control everything. And sometimes that's really hard to accept. So feeling the power of this breath and letting this idea land. And for me, this is a relatively kind of new awareness or a deeper awareness of my relationship with prana. Right? That being that prana connects me to the oneness inside of me, and it connects me to the me by also sharing this breath with all that is. And that intimacy has that responsibility to do the practice. In shorthand, I call that to do the practice of self-care, which fundamentally is the practice of breathing. But remember, we don't control the contents of the air. Right? So whether it's that I'm in a smoggy atmosphere, or perhaps I have a gas leak and don't know about it, I can't control all of those things. But I can control what I can control. And that's why the attention is such an important practice. The attention as facilitated by paying attention to our breath and coming to peace with the reality that we can't control all things. So can we control what we can control? The practice, showing up, choosing to breathe and trusting the autonomic nervous system to breathe for us when we just don't wanna, or when we're so busy, we don't have the capacity, we don't have the energy to pay attention to the autonomic systems. This is why the attention is balanced by the actions of doing and non-doing, undoing and redoing, and the intention of what is our purpose? Why are we here? Now, in Bhanti's case, he's here to teach loving kindness. From the yoga tradition, that root foundation is AHIMSA, to do no harm. But perhaps better stated as to do good, to do love. So feel this breath as it comes in your nose, down your throat, fills your lungs, and expands your thoracic cavity, your center. It massages the heart. It expands the structure of your physical body in the ribs and in the spine, in the collarbones, and even down to your pelvic girdle. Rooted in the stability of our Muladhara chakra, we can rise up, purifying that sense of energy, rising through the Sushumna channel. That creative, exploratory, watery center in the pelvis, through the fiery, purpose-driven will of our Manipura chakra, to rise into the heart space. So perhaps Valentine had it wrong. Perhaps our heart is not so much red as it is rooted in the red in order to move upwards to green, like our chakra coloring system. But again, as we breathe and expand our capacity for life, for vitality, for choosing to be one and one, our stability and foundation through that Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipura purifies our heart so that we can continue the journey up and out, the ever radiating Vijnana Vayu that pulses Spanda out and in, affirming and confirming this balance of the oneness that is me and the oneness that is us, that is all. So breathe to ground, breathe to love, breathe to connect with your oneness. I can play on Lisa's poem a little bit. Lovers count laughter, cherished and free. Lovers of life count moments of happiness and joy, but also are aware and present in the moments of grief and suffering. We don't get stuck there. We don't get lost there. We move through and rise to then again ground and descend. So notice how this breath moves through you. And what do you count? Do you count laughter? Do you count nickels and dimes? Do you count blessings or problems? We all have something that we count. But does it matter? Does it help us to breathe deeply, to move freely, to labor lovingly? Does what we count help us to live vibrantly and intimately with prana? Does it matter? So let's take 3 breaths and count them. with all of your attention. Receive and let go. And will you join me for laughter for no reason? Will you count this as an opportunity to awaken and purify what might have gotten you grounded and stuck? The amma of lethargy or overwhelm and fatigue when life has been just a lot or too much. Or maybe I'm not sure I got what it takes to actually do the work of loving. Let's stimulate that prana as it lives within you, as you feel it in your belly, your ribs, or maybe just in your face. So join me to the capacity that you have available right now. And it's enough, I promise. Go in so that we can come out. Root down so that we can rise up. Breathe in so we can love out. The corners of the mouth rise up. The tissues of the cheek compress. The corners of the eyes perhaps lift. And then imagine that there is a butterfly tickling the inside of your belly. And is there a sound that you can let go through your Vishuddha chakra to feel that bubbling up of prana? Add a sound of a ho ho or a ha ha or string them together. Open the mouth. Open the eyes and make connection. See each other. Again, come back to that Muladhara root chakra. But feel the energy perhaps pulsing, whether it's up and down or Vyana out and in. And maybe you can feel that flushing up over the crown of your head, releasing these wonderful, levitating energy hormones of dopamine, of adrenaline. Finding that sense of, it's all good. I can breathe. So my challenge to you today is to count laughter. Whether it's for good reason or for no reason. What would the count be for yesterday? And can today, with the intention of loving yourself, of loving from your heart center, can you maybe give yourself permission to laugh just one more time? One more expression of this union within and all through the power of choosing to breathe as joy itself. Let your hands come to rest. Just notice how it feels to be invited into that challenge. I've been known to hide in my car. I've been known to hide in the woods to do my laughter. I've been known to bust out and have to apologize for burdening my neighbors with the volume of my laughter. I don't laugh to annoy others. I laugh because it feels good. I laugh because I can. And I invite you to laugh so that you can connect with this pharmacy and this power of prana. May you breathe deeply and move freely. May you labor and laugh lovingly so you may live vibrantly. Thank you. Namaste.